When Vibe 105 reps, the whole city takes notice. We Reppin' is a northern salute to the top talents coming out the city and across Canada. If you're reppin', we're reppin'.
Toronto's best urban music, Vibe 105. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, NoBetterNina. And I have another guest with me here in the studio today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome COCANINA.
What's up? It's me.
How are you today?
Awesome.
That's good. That's good. So you just started releasing music consistently over the last year or so. So why exactly did you decide to get into music?
Because I love music. And, I never had cable because my mom was against that. So a girl like me was watching bare musicals, and I was singing along to every single one like a weirdo, on repeat, and like all that fun, annoying stuff, just annoying everybody in my house. And then I decided to write my own tracks, and it was a thing,
All right. And so your most recent single, Bloody Mary, it's pretty different from the rest of your tracks. What went into this one? Because it seems like it's a little less sentimental and more just kind of for fun, like it's fun vibes.
We actually, I work with Abstract Learning, and we teach a songwriting course. Mm-hmm. And at the last course that we were running, these people came by, and one of them was a beat maker called Beat Monkey. Shouts out to Beat Monkey, he's lit. And he had he had this beat that he made with his wife. And this beat was like weird, and everybody was like, nobody can spit on this beat. If you can spit on this beat, you're freaking insane, because nobody can spit on this. It's like unspittable. And I was like, you guys don't know what unspittable is, because I can spit on this right now. So then I was like just freestyling, and they were like, whoa, that's a hook right there. And I was like, okay, let's go in the booth. And then we did that.
Yeah, and it kind of just all came together.
Yeah, it was just a for fun type of thing still, but I have like multiple personalities too, so it's just like a little bit of the like outline of that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And the music video for it was pretty fun too. It looked like it was fun to shoot.
Well, I'm half British, so I decided to bring out the English vibe.
Yeah.
And show everybody the other side.
Yeah. So something interesting I came across when I was researching was your track Malala. Most artists on the come up, they don't normally release a song that speaks to that kind of stuff so early on. Most of them kind of wait till they have this big platform, and then you start to question whether or not it's for the clout. So why did her story speak to you so much? Because that was definitely an inspiring song.
For a lot of reasons. I got kicked out of school when I was 16, and I couldn't go to any schools in Ontario. And then, like, you know what I mean? It's not the same as not being provided school, but I was going through some stuff, my bad.
It's okay.
And I should have, like, you know what I mean? And I feel like there should have been a system in place to help me, but instead of that, because of where I came from, the way I looked, the way I dressed, people treated me different, you know what I'm saying? And I had friends that were going through much less and got to be exempt from their exams and stuff. Me, I'm there with PTSD, dealing with depression, all types of stuff, going through hell, you know what I'm saying? And they kicked me out of school because I had a panic attack. And I'm not gonna lie, I did some bad stuff. I'm not an angel. I've definitely hurt a lot of people. But when you don't get treatment for for what you got going on, you don't have help. That's what happens. You know what I mean? People ignore a situation, fire grows, gets out of control. So that's what happened. And then I ended up going to Seneca for an adult program for students, but I was only 16, turning 17. So they were like not gonna accept me, but then I was like, nah guys, like I have no other choice right now unless I move out of Ontario. I can't do adult school, I can't do anything. They sent me to safe schools, didn't even give me my work. I literally couldn't graduate because I had no work to do. You can't pass when you don't have work, right? So that's whack. And, like, they were really pushing me down. I had a teacher tell me straight to my face, you're just an angry black girl. Yeah, but I wonder why I'm angry. And I'm not even, like, I never even really saw myself as black. Like, I'm pale. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that's how I was treated, and it was just different. And it was not right being, like, discriminated against. And that will, and then when I was at Seneca, the worst part was the English was TDSB led. And the teacher called up to say why wasn't I at safe schools, a school where they were treating me like dirt. And they called Seneca to follow up, found out I was there, found out that the English was TDSB teacher-led, kicked me out of that, running out of options,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then when I heard this girl's story, Malala, I was like, what? Like, that's insane, that's crazy. I can't even imagine, like, you know what I mean? Me going through the little things I'm going through, and I'm mad because I always wanted to graduate. I had honorable medals as a kid. Like, I'm a smart girl, you know what I'm saying? I passed the
it's okay. It's okay. Yeah.
I passed the literacy test with 20 points above provincial standard, and they questioned me for cheating.
Wow.
Yeah. They questioned me for cheating. 20 points above provincial standard. I went to a nice school, Richview Collegiate. They questioned me for cheating because I lived with Jane Finch. Why?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's whack. And when I heard Malala's story, it touched me different because I'm an empathetic person, and yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure. And it's a good song. But yeah, I agree with you. There should have been things in place to kind of help you get to where you need to get to instead of just like eliminating you from the entire process.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I was watching one of your IG lives, and you also just mentioned yourself in terms of just dealing with depression and PTSD. You also addressed a bunch of the other things that were going on and stuff that you've been through in the past. So what's your take on the importance of rappers addressing mental health and eliminating the stigma instead of always putting on this tough look?
I think, if you have to be tough all the time, you're not really tough, you know what I'm saying? If you have to say you're gangster, nobody's gonna respect your gangster, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm so hood. I'm so hood, you can't step, nah, relax. Like, what the hell are you doing? Relax, calm down. You go to someone's hood like that, you get shot. You know what I mean? You carry yourself proper, people respect you. And that's the thing, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, if you have a problem, the truth is gonna come out. People are always gonna find out what's up. You're gonna break one day. One day maybe you're gonna have too much to drink. I know I've definitely done that. I lose my, temper, I get upset, I've caused problems in lots of different situations, but if I'm honest up front about it, people might step to me different, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, honestly, I'm not an angry person or nothing, but if you step to me on those tips, I'm gonna get angry, we don't want to go there. So it's better if you're just upfront about your situation. If you have to hide what you really are you really that sick?
Yeah.
Are you you know what I mean? Be real with yourself. You want people to mess with you, but then you're gonna lie to yourself and pretend that you are something that you're not. Why not just keep it real? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And is that something that you see yourself addressing more explicitly in your music, just in terms of that whole mental health thing, or is it kind of just gonna stay where it's at?
No, definitely it depends, because my music is all based on how I feel in the moment, how I feel. Maybe one day I'll have a rap song, the next day I'll be singing. Maybe one day I'm sound angry on a track, next day I sound like I'm in love. It depends on how I feel in the moment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't make anything up. It's not a gimmick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's it is how I feel. I've been writing songs since I was a little kid because that's the only way I know how to get out my emotions. So every single time I release a song, I'm talking about my mental health.
Yeah.
You know?
And so in that same Instagram live I was referencing that I watched, you also spoke about your relationship with another Toronto rapper by the name of Chromazz. So you guys dropped a track together just over a year ago. You did a few music videos together. So without getting too much of the nitty gritty, what's the status of the relationship with you two?
There is no status of no relationship, but I wish her well, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Cain and Abel, Jesus and Judas, Caesar and Brutus, backstabbers do this.
Yeah.
Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do, and that is what it is.
And so kind of just moving past it and just looking forward at this point.
You can't dwell in the past forever. You have to move on.
Yeah.
I am not the same person I was a year ago. I'm very thankful for all the things I have and the people I have in my life, so why could I be upset?
Do you think you guys would ever, if she ever reached out, you guys would rekindle that relationship?
Definitely not.
All right. And so you have an EP dropping next year, correct?
I do. It's going to be dropping February 14th. This is the date we're looking at right now.
Valentine's Day.
You already know, but I'm going to be in Trinidad, so hopefully I'm going to be back off the flight by nighttime and have a little party. I'm trying to party on both sides of the border that day, if you know what I'm saying, because that's my first EP.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely something worth celebrating. So what can we expect from that project? Do you have anything kind of laid out for it and stuff already? Or
So it's called 5. It's about... just it is what it is, to be honest. It has 5 different flavors. The hit single on it is going to be called Real, which is a different type of view of me that you haven't really seen, but it's it's different. I don't really know. It's fun, though. It's going to be a whole different few sides. There's a song on it called Traitor. I'm going to get out some of the things that I wanted to get out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the things that needed to be said are going to come out, and it is what it is. And I'm just happy I'm going to get a lot of stuff off my chest. As I said, I write what I feel in the moment, right? So every track is a different feel. It's a different vibe. There's a song called Red Rum on it, or actually I don't even know what I'm going to call that song yet. Maybe it's going to be El Dorado. Who knows? But all my different vibes, because in Trinidad we drinking.
All right. And so where can our listeners check out your music and follow you on social media?
My music is on all platforms, because my management is amazing. Shout out Antafari, he's amazing. And his name's not really Antafari, it's Ante and Melissa. I love them, they're great. And so pretty much, SoundCloud is there, but I suggest you go to like Spotify and iTunes and all those other wonderful things. You can Shazam me if you really feel like it. But I don't like the picture that pops up when you do. So
you gotta get that changed.
Don't do that if you love me, okay? And then it's Cocanina 5. So holla at your girl. It's crazy.
All right. Be sure to keep it locked right here to Vibe 105 for the rest of the afternoon vibe, and make sure to check out COCANINA's music on all streaming platforms. And here she is right now with her latest single, Bloody Mary.
Tried to copy, so I left them where I'm starting. Mary, quick when cherry. She too pretty, streets are scary. Just be wary, I'm so very connected like Tom and Jerry. Brown and Beauty, Halle Berry. Give you chills like February. Drive you mad like solitary. Ghetto very arbitrary. Yeah, fuck with me, you'll get buried. Hard like crack rock, sweet like cherry. Think you scare me? Haha, barely. Birdie brain, no aviary. I'm that bitch, you can't compare me. Brazy, Bloody Mary. Bossing up, no secretary. I win gold, no secondary. We are not the same, I am a Martian. Hop up on my plane and I'm